I want to say I have a nice story to share that involves Donald Trump tangentially. Some of his supporters showed up at a comedy club, Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in New Jersey a couple of weeks ago. Maybe you saw this online, where they made a very unsuccessful attempt to heckle a young comedian named Ariel Elias.
What's your question?
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Did I vote for Donald Trump? What do you think?
No. I can just tell by your jokes you voted for Biden.
All right. I can tell by the fact that you're still talking when nobody wants you to that you voted for Trump. So I'll tell you the rest of that bit, and then we'll move on. I'm so insecure, I went and got an IUD.
Come on, buddy. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Yo, I'm never coming to people ever again.
I mean, you can't handle anything better than that, right? So I saw that, and I tweeted in support of Ariel, and then she wrote back to me, "Can I make my late-night debut on your show?" And I said, yes, and now she's here tonight, making her Our next guest is making her network television debut. You can see her live at Gotham Comedy Club in New York on Saturday. Please do not throw your beer. Say hello to Ariel Elias.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is very nice. This is very embarrassing, but I realized recently I don't know how to say my own name. I don't know what to do. Here's the problem. I'm Jewish, which that's not a problem. It's fine that I'm Jewish. But Jewish people pronounce my name one way. Jewish people pronounce my name Ariel. But my dad is Spanish, and Spanish people say it Ariel. But I grew up in Kentucky. And they say it Earl. That's how they say my name. My best friend's dad, Earl, coming over today. I gave up at one point in my childhood. I think I was 10 or 11, and My Name is Earl came out. And I was just like, yeah, me too. I'm a deeply insecure person. I try to talk about it. I try to be open about it, but I have an eating disorder I have body dysmorphia, which, if you don't know, body dysmorphia is this condition where you are a woman. So. Some other women here. That's exciting. That's great. I just have all these toxic thoughts that never stop. You know, they never stop. It doesn't matter what's happening in my life. I still have them. I got food poisoning one time, and my first thought when I got food poisoning was, I can't wait to weigh myself. Which is so bad, right? You understand, like, that's a really terrible toxic, 3 pounds, but that's a terrible toxic thought. My husband and I, we don't have kids. I do want to have kids at some point. I do want to have kids. I'm not ready yet, but I want them. Which I know is not the most popular opinion anymore, right? There are a lot of young people who don't want kids, which is fine. But they can be so self-righteous about it sometimes. You ever ask a millennial if they want to have kids and they get mad at you? They're like, no, I couldn't possibly bring a child into this world of suffering. But, like, I think kids should suffer. Very Jewish. I'm Jewish from Kentucky, which is insane. That's an insane origin story. My parents are from New Jersey, and then they moved to Kentucky, which means that my parents are these very, like, progressive people who then moved to Kentucky and suddenly had to be very traditional about their religion. So when I was in high school, my parents sat me down and they were like, hey, we know you're gonna start dating soon. And we just wanna let you know that whatever you're into, boys, girls, anything in between, doesn't matter to us, as long as they're Jewish. As long as they're Jewish. We live in Kentucky. The choices are my dad or my brother. That's it. which in Kentucky is fine, but they're just not my type. They're my blood type, but they're not my type. My friends, when I was growing up, would tell me that I was going to hell, but it always came from a place of love, which is very confusing. Do you understand? The first time I heard it, I was in middle school, and a group of my friends came up to me. A few of my one friend came up to me. She was really upset about it, too. She came up and she said, Earl, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but we learned in Sunday school that because you're a Jewish, it means you're going to hell. And I was like, oh, wow. You think about me on the weekends? That's so nice. Thank you guys so much. I'm Ariel Elias.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you so much.
Ariel Elias at Gotham Comedy.